Hadji Diouf on the score sheet from Daniel Moreira's pass. And what a way to mark a send-off before he departs to team up with Senegal for the African Nations Cup. They'll have their chances. Dagui Bakari denied in the closing stages, but what a vitally important win this for Lens. They keep going from strength to strength and consolidate their lead at the top of the table. We will just be happy to win matches at the moment. Just 5 wins in 19 this season for one of France's biggest yet most underachieving clubs at home here to Bastia. 10th against 13th this one. 2-1 home defeat. Toulon salted Marseille's renaissance of 6 unbeaten just prior to Christmas. 4 wins, 3 draws, 2 defeats in their 9 home matches this season. It seems really that Marseille's problems have been of an attacking nature. Just 17 goals in 19 matches this term. Bastia, with top scorer Tony Varel, were looking good early on, forcing Renier into the early save. Marseille taking the lead, and this would start off an extraordinary sequence of scoring from Marseille's Spanish contingent. Alfonso Perez with a goal there after just 5 minutes. Perez brought in on loan from Barcelona and scoring his first goal for the club just 5 minutes in. Still, Marseille came forward. The header not far away there, but some fluent football being played in the south of France at the moment, and this would be 2-0. Another Spaniard would get on the score sheet, Alberto Rivera. Only been at the club, what, 4 days? Another lone player drafted in from Real Madrid, and all of a sudden it was a case of Spain 2, Bastia 0 in this one. Rivera in the right place at the right time. And at Marseille, 2 goals to the good with 33 minutes gone. Tony Varel of Bastia involved in that opportunity there, from which Bastia really should have scored. Michael Essien sheepishly hauling himself off the ground there after failing to convert, but he needn't have worried. We'll hear more from Essien a little later on. Into the second half now, Bastia chasing the game, but their persistence would be rewarded when Bertrand Renier unexpectedly let that ball in off the post. It was Nicolas Diuz with a header. This 8 minutes into the second half, Bastia back in the match, and Renier clearly expecting the ball to bubble wide there. Only 1 win away from home all season for Bastia. That was at Metz back in September. Indeed, 6 defeats in 8 matches away from home. Lost 2-0 at Nantes in the previous week's action. Bastia coming forward once again. Good work down the right-hand flank by Sebastian Piachel. Robert Nouzare in the Bastia bench was content to be patient, and it was patience that would be rewarded. Pierre de Bloc down the left-hand flank with the ball in, and all of a sudden it was 2 apiece. Essien bundling the ball home, Doesn't matter how they go in, he'll be saying they all count. 69 minutes gone, and Bastia were back at 2-2. Marseille defence in absolute tatters, and for all an upturn in their fortunes, this good recent run coming after a stretch in which they'd gone 5 without a victory at home here to Lorient, rock bottom Lorient, and the early signs here in the south of France were that they were not going to improve on their position. Rock bottom Lorient currently, awful run lately, 6 defeats in the last 7, only 1 away win. That was away to Montpellier back in September. Lorient here in the blue. Did have 1 or 2 openings. Indeed, Jean-Claude Darcheville has been one of the shining lights for them this season. But Monaco never really expected to slip up in this one. Some good flowing football in the first half from the Monegasque. Shabani Nonda forcing the save out of Ligue there. Continued to press forward in the first half. Lorient fortunate really to scramble that one clear. Maybe even a hint of a penalty there. Moussa Saïb, the Monaco player who went down inside the box. Well, it's not been an easy introduction to life as a manager for Didier Deschamps. Certainly things weren't helped when Oliver Bierhoff limped off injured. Still in the first half this, Darcheville's effort had Vedran Runier scrambling. Darcheville really has been the high point of Lorient's season so far. Of course, Lorient were promoted from the second division at the end of last term. And unless something dramatic happens in the second half of this season, that's exactly where they're going to be returning to. Still they press forward, Darcheville almost inevitably at the heart of all their good moves, and that really should have been the deadlock breaker. Poor finishing though from Pascal Feindouno with the goal at his mercy. Feindouno involved next time up here, the Guinean who joined last summer from Bordeaux. Feindouno, decent move this, hardly convincing defending from Monaco. And Feindouno eventually just inches away from getting a touch on the effort driven in. 41 goals Lorient have conceded in 18 games so far this season. It took Monaco a while to break them down. Indeed, for vast periods of the second half, Monaco reduced the shooting from distance. Marcelo Gallardo some way off target with that effort. Darcheville bearing down on goal, and that's not the sort of finishing that Lorient have come to expect from him this season. Jean-Claude Darcheville, 11 goals so far this term, but he was not to add to that tally on this occasion, and this would be the moment that turned the match. Marcelo Gallardo with the finish. 16 minutes to go, and that will be the deciding goal. Shabani Nonda, who's had a good season in an otherwise indifferent campaign for Monaco thus far, holding the ball up beautifully, holding off Martini, and laying on the crucial goal for Marcelo Gallardo. Well, Gallardo trying to seal the victory with a second goal. Goodness knows there how Lorient didn't concede a second. Some save from Le Garrick. Suleiman Camara with the effort. In the end though, 1 goal was enough.